Morning, fifth graders. Today, you're not going to really have a whole lot of reading work, but I do have two surveys that I would like you to fill out. The first one is going to be on who your top picks for the Wax Museum would be. Now, I understand a lot of you can think of for sure one person you want to do. I'm asking you for your top three because what normally happens is if I just ask you for your number one, we're going to have at least four of the same person in each class. So 4 times 3 is 12. That means 12 people are doing the same thing. That gets kind of repetitive, and it's after one person does one and they think they do a great job, then the next person does the same thing, and they kind of are like, oh, that wasn't that special. So that's why we do the top three picks, and I'll try and get you your number one as much as possible, and I will stay in contact with you about who, why, or what I have selected for you based off of who other students have and things like that. I also on the survey have like option number one, option number two, option number three, and along with them, I have why. So that will also help me like choose who your person is. So if for say your number one is Dr. J, and you say because he's a basketball player, and then your number two is Pat Tillman, and you say because I really like football, but he was also in the military, and I have military people in my family. I'm thinking that that's going to be a little bit more meaningful to you, and I would probably pick number two for you instead of number one. So if somebody else had Dr. J. Now, obviously, if nobody else has Dr. J, I'll give you number one because you're saying that's the one you want to do. But I'm saying if somebody else has Dr. J and your number two, Y, is more meaningful, in my opinion, I will select that one. I will communicate that with you as well, though, too. Your next survey I can show that to you right now as well, so you see what that kind of looks like. So right now you should be able to see my screen. So as you see, it's the Wax Museum sign up. It says, please give me your top three options of famous people who are not living anymore. And remember, the Wax Museum is supposed to be like you're a wax figure of a person who has passed away that was famous. So make sure the people that you select are, well, they're dead. So I know that's kind of sad to think about sometimes, but we're trying to remember the good things about that person and why they were famous. So please do not pick like LeBron James or Michael Jordan, you know, somebody that has passed away. All right. So this would be your first one. So right here where it says long answer, you would type the person's name and then you say why you want that person. Same here and here. So that's all you have to do for this survey. Now, the next survey doesn't really have to do with reading class per se, but it's a survey that the school has to do with every grade, and it's based on distance learning. So the first question is going to be, what is working well right now? So when you're answering this question, what is working well, please be specific. Like, it's working well that I can jump into anybody's Google Meet and ask them a question or, something like that. Your next question on here is what is not working well? So, is it maybe you're having a hard time communicating? Is it you're not able to find a good time for yourself to work? Or there's not really a quiet place for you to work? Things that are making it harder for you to get things done. Um, And then the last one on here is how can we support you? And when that we, it means myself, Mr. Evian, Mrs. Lang, Mrs. Morum, Mrs. Pishke, Mrs. Gustafson, um, Mrs. Welsh, like any teacher or anybody that works at the school. How can we help you or how can we support you to maybe have that thing that's not working well changed so that it can work well. Um, like always, if you have any questions, please jump into my Google Meet and ask me. Uh, Other than that, that's pretty much all you have for reading today. With the Wax Museum sign up, I will be, please try and get that done today so that I can get that all figured out and we can try and jump on the, uh, jump on the process of getting this Wax Museum done. It normally takes about, uh, a month or a little more, and, um, we're kind of already starting a little later than we would have in the school year, but hopefully, um, with the kind of more time you have on your hands, you'll be able to get more work done as well. And then I will have kind of checkpoints set up along the way, but I need to get your people signed up to you and communicate all these things through before I can talk to you about what the checkpoints will be and what's expected and all that. So please make sure you get your Wax Museum sign up filled out, sent back to me, and I'll be in contact with you. Have a great day, fifth graders.